RDA joins us right now on the phone. Rafael, how are you?
Hi, Ariel. I'm good, man. How about you?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much for joining us. Always great to talk to you. Do you know, Rafael, why this fight was moved from Rio de Janeiro to Chicago?
Yeah, like I flew to New York to have that fight announced in Rio, but I think it was because of that Conor thing, like after that incident with the bus and all of that. I think UFC was kind of afraid because Colby has been talking a lot of crap about Brazilians, and if something happened there, if the security couldn't hold one guy, how can they hold a Brazilian crown crazy because of the stuff that this guy's been saying? And I think it was because of that.
Did you find out during the press conference? Was that the first that you were told that it was being moved, or did they tell you beforehand?
No, I was on the plane on my flight, like about to land, maybe 1 or 2 hours before I land, and then I had a message from Sean Shelby saying that call me please, and as I land, I call him and he told me that he needs to move my fight to Chicago.
How did you feel about that?
Yeah, I really like to fight in Brazil. Like my last fight in Rio was 10 years ago, and I would love to have the crown on my side, but I think I still gonna have the crown on my side. But like it would be a good opportunity, but I think everything happened for a reason. But I think the location is not gonna change the result of the fight, and it'll be even better to beat this guy on his own country, having the American crown on my side.
Yeah, I felt like fighting in Brazil was a huge advantage to you because, of course, of things that he said about your home country, and the fact that you are Brazilian. Was it like you move a card anywhere, okay, no big deal, but this one, like the location was a very big part of the story. Was it disappointing when they officially told you that it was being moved?
Oh yeah, I have to say yes a little bit, especially because the whole story of the thing, like he went there, he went to Brazil, went to São Paulo, he beat Demian Maia there, and like after he talking a lot of crap about the Brazilians, and so have this fight in Rio would be a good story, especially me getting the belt there would be really cool, but you know. I think that one thing, like Rio is not São Paulo. The crowd in São Paulo is different than the crowd in Rio. Rio people are more, more savage.
Okay. So do you think it would have been an actual like security concern? Like, do you think something crazy might have happened?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Wow.
so. Some fans they don't understand that business, and people get offended. Get offended by some guy come to your country and curse everybody and talking bad about the whole crown. People get, and I get it. I get it. I understand them.
Since this fight has been announced, have you heard from a lot of Brazilian fans who have said, we really want you to shut this guy up. We really want you to beat him up and all that, to pay him back for everything that he has said?
Not only the Brazilians, like every time I hang out by my house, do my things, and my American fans, they always come to me and they always say like, "Hey, please shut up that guy. Please shut up that guy. Shut up Kobe," and that's what I'm gonna do.
And of course, we're looking at the press conference footage right now. Right here at the stare down, we're watching it. What was he saying to you? Do you remember?
Nah, he was cursing, saying a bunch of crap. That guy, he's so fake. The funny thing that's on the backstage, he just stick with his phone. He's not even looking around. That's how he is. He's that kind. And then, like, when he's on the front of the cameras, he changed. He become a different person. But on backstage, he just was like with his sunglasses, look at his phone and not even looking around. So what kind of gangster is that? Gangster. Then when the things get rough, they call police. What kind of people are they? I don't get it. So fake.
So you don't believe that he's this kind of person? You think he's putting on an act?
No, man. He trying to pretend to be, something that he's not. And he's trying to act and he's being fake. And I can't wait to expose this guy.
You were wearing that shirt. It was, man, I saw it for a second. I was like, oh my God, that's an actual boomerang. Where did you get that shirt?
Oh man, that was my friend's idea. He sent that T-shirt to me. It's a boomerang because the Fabrizio Verdun incident, they have an altercation, and this guy called police to Fabrizio. Man, if you're willing to talk crap about people, to insult people, man, you need to be ready. You don't need to call police. I don't get it, man.
That's amazing. So that shirt was specifically made for you.
Oh yeah, no, I had a friend. I don't know where I think he got it on Amazon, and he had it. He lives in Miami, and my friend Giovanni, and he just bought it and sent it to me, to my house here in California. When I got it, I like it, and say I'm gonna wear that thing.
That's amazing. Very well, very, very subtle on your part. A job well done. Were you surprised when you were offered this fight, Rafael? Because it seemed like after the win in December, you were going to be the next man for Tyron Woodley. And it seems like he's almost ready to come back. So what were you thinking when they offered you this?
Here's the thing. I was ready to fight Woodley, right? After I beat Lawler, I thought that Woodley would be the next guy. So, but here's the thing. So, long story short, after Damian Maia fight, after Woodley fought Damian, he knew he hurt his shoulder. He should get surgery right away. He took 6 months to get surgery, right? So, and then he wants to fight Bisping. And then he wants to fight Diaz. And then GSP. And then Conor. So, none of this fight happened. So he knew the next guy online was me. So I was told that he would be ready to fight in November, December. I said, no, I can't wait that long. I told Sanshabe, I can't wait that long. My last fight was December 2017. I can't wait until December 2018. It's 1 year. I have family. I have things to do. And then they offered me this, the fight with Colby for the interim title, and I took it.
Wow. So do you think that he was trying to prolong the injury, the rehab, to not fight you?
Yeah, I don't know if not. I don't think it's not to fight me. He wants to fight somebody else. He want to fight a big name. That's what it looks like, because I was told that he said, okay, I'll be ready to fight in June with the GSP. No, Tyler, you're gonna fight RDA. No, RDA only November. And then, man, I can't wait. I have a life. I have bills to pay like anybody, and I can, just wait for one guy. And and he got hurt with Maya. He should get surgery next day. That's how things, for me as a fighter, I'm not gonna. I don't want to lose 6 months. Even he had the injury, he still want to fight Nate Diaz. How come? I don't get it. If you need surgery, you still willing to take a fight with somebody? No, man. If you need surgery, you need the surgery. That's period. That's one thing. So I think he's just trying to get a bigger fight, no bigger name, I think.
Oh, and now he's saying that he's ready to come back in July. So what do you make of that?
Now I'll fight in June, and he gotta wait for me later.
Were you only willing to fight if you weren't going to get the Woodley fight? Were you only willing to fight for an interim belt?
Sorry, can you say it again, please?
Yeah, if you weren't going to get the official title fight against Tyron Woodley, were you only willing to fight for an interim belt? Was that the next best thing?
Yeah, I think like my intention was fighting Woodley for the belt. But since they have this fight with Colby for the interim belt, I took it. If it wasn't, I wouldn't take it.
Okay. And were you at all? I mean, obviously you won Woodley, and then the next best thing is the interim. Do you think of all the options? Because welterweight right now is completely stacked. It's up there with 155 in my opinion. As far as the best divisions, do you think that Colby is the guy that deserves the shot against you for that, for that interim belt, that number one contender belt, of all the
Yeah,
options, or
like
were
you
you
said,
surprised?
yeah, the division is stacked, and Colby he beat I think when he beat Damian, Damian was the number 1 or 2 on the rankings, and he beat Damian, and that's the game right now. Whoever talks more, he's been talking a lot, and he beat the Korean guy, and he beat Damian Maya. Now he's been talking a lot, and he's gonna get what he deserves.
I was told, Rafael, and I spoke to you right before I put it out, but I was told that there was a plan in place to re-sign Conor and to have him fight you for an interim welterweight title. Were you ever told about these plans?
Not at all. Not at all. And I didn't heard a thing.
After the story came out, did you ask anybody about it?
Yeah, no. I think my friend that he's helping me with my contract, he asked Sean, but like we haven't heard from them yet.
They just didn't respond?
No, I don't think so. I gotta check it.
What do you make of that story? What do you think? I mean, this was the fight that you were supposed to have almost 2 years ago now.
Yeah, man. I think this fight supposed to happen, in 2016. Yeah, but it's a good thing. I don't think Conor he's interested in defending his title. Like he did at featherweight, and he's gonna do a lightweight. He's not gonna defend his title. And I think next step for him is trying to get his third belt. If I have it, when I have it, not if I have it, when I have it. If you wanna try to take a crack of it, I will be there.
What did you make of what happened the day before that press conference with the bus? The way that whole situation went down.
Oh man, I think it's always two sides of the story, right? I think like the Khabib team, they have an altercation with the Lobov, and I saw some videos, a bunch of guys on top of Lobov, and I think Khabib slapped him on the face or something. That's what I heard too. And then Conor went with his crew there and tried, to defend his friend. But I think he went too far, like people that wasn't on the story pay for it, Michael Chiesa,
Right.
with his fight, Anthony Pettis, a lot of people that have nothing to do with that, they pay for it, and I think that's the sad part.
Is it kind of crazy that maybe if this whole situation doesn't happen, you'd be getting ready to fight Conor McGregor? Have you thought about that?
Yeah, well, it would be good, for me. It's a fight, and like I think that thing's supposed to have a long time ago, and if the opportunity came up, I'll be ready to it.
Are you how would you describe the way you're feeling about the preparation for this fight, and especially fight week, because he's going to say a lot, and he's going to try to get under your skin. Are you kind of dreading all of this, or does it not really bother you?
Man, I'm born and raised in Brazil, in Rio, and I know a lot of bullies in school, and I never had the problem with that. I know he's gonna say a lot, but it's part of his team, part of the promotion. I'm gonna let him talk and promote the fight, and fight night I'm gonna go there and do my job.
So when you're getting ready, you're not thinking, I'm going to do this for Brazil, I'm going to do this for my people. You try not to get too amped up like that?
Oh no, man. Not at all. I do this for myself. For my family. For my fans around the world. Like I'm not gonna get. I'm not that kind of. I'm not an emotional fighter. I just go there and on cold blood and do my thing.
If, when, as you said, you win the belt on June 9th, will it feel like you are a dual champion, one of the very few in UFC history, or will that feel more like, like if you beat Tyron Woodley and get the official belt, will that feel like, okay, you did it?
Oh yeah, I feel like I'm a two-division champion, but the fact to fight for the interim belt it's because I'm gonna have the chance for fight for the belt for sure next.
Mm.
That's the real meaning of the interim belt. But if the champion right now doesn't want to fight, he's trying to push back as much as he can. I think things have to be done like that. I need to be interim belt needs to be on the line, and because it's gonna be in July now, it's gonna be 18 months. I think Tyron Woodley he had like 3 or 4 title fights in a 12 months period, but it doesn't mean that he needs to stay like 2 years without fighting. It doesn't work like that. So it will be 18 months in July. That last time he defended his title. So I think whoever wins, deserve to be is a new champion.
I don't mean to correct you, Rafael, but it would actually be 12 months because he fought in July against Damian Maia, if you recall, at UFC 214.
Oh yeah. 12 months, yeah. Last year, right?
But have you been told that if you win this fight, you will, that is their plan? They want, because sometimes we've had interim champions who don't fight the champion next. Have you been told that you will in fact fight him next?
Yeah, I haven't been told anything, but I think that's gonna happen. I believe.
Okay.
That's what I want.
Yeah, of course. And last thing for you, Rafael, do you feel like that there is a debate that Colby sometimes or has crossed the line? Like he has taken the trash talk to a place where it should never go. Do you feel like he has crossed the line?
Yeah, man. I think like how come you're gonna step on somebody else's country, and he's been crossing the line all the time. But he's new on that thing. Like he's young. He's been UFC. He's at only like 14, 15 fights. He's not been on UFC for that long, and he's gonna learn down the road.
I look forward to it. June 9th in Chicago, Illinois, United Center, UFC 225, interim welterweight title fight, Colby Covington against Rafael Dos Anjos. This is going to be a fun one. Rafael, I appreciate it very much. Best of luck to you in training, and of course, good luck on June 9th.
Thank you, Ariel. Take care, man.